I'm Kim Spencer, your ethics guy. Welcome to this top tip video, a series of videos explaining some tips to think about. Today's top tip is open houses. What am I to you? A follow-up to my first top tip. More on that in a second. If you're holding an open house for a colleague, have you ever stopped to consider who you're representing? Is it the seller? Is it a potential buyer? Who do you think the seller thinks you're representing? Well, these are good questions to ask. Probably questions we should have asked before. If you're the seller's agent or a member of the seller's agent's team, then obviously you're the designated agent of the seller. But if it's not your listing, what are you? Who are you? If you're not acting for the seller, can you represent a buyer who visits the open and wants to make an offer? Well, you can represent the seller, you can represent the buyer, or you can treat the buyer as unrepresented. If you don't know them, of course. But by now you're probably thinking these would be good questions to answer before holding your open house. And if you're thinking that, you'd be right. So get your relationships figured out in advance of the open house with the consent of the seller. And then, sorry about this, use the council's Disclosure of Representation and Trading Services form to seal the deal. In summary, our top tip takeaways are: who are you representing? The seller or buyer walk-ins? Talk to the seller's realtor about this, and remember, the seller must consent. Use the Disclosure of Representation and Trading Services form to confirm your relationship to the seller and later to the buyer walk-ins who want more than just the open house feature sheet. If you have a future suggestion for a top tip, let me know. I'm Kim Spencer, your ethics guy.